Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
baby. We're back.
Back again. Sorry.
Back again. Good stuff. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snipedcast. I'm your host, John Snipes Novak, and my host, as always, the enchanting, the captivating, the most charming man of the world, Nick.
Oh, Bruce Buffer, what?
Connect! Yes, sir, I got you. You weren't expecting that.
No, I was not.
I threw you off. I put most charming man of all time, but that was in my head the entire time. I got you.
You're so cute.
We got a whole big old lineup today, so we're gonna run through our stuff that we've played really quickly. Yours might be a little easier than mine. But yeah, we're gonna run through everything. It's been a couple weeks. We're very sorry. My schedule didn't line up with Nick's. Totally my fault, but we're back in action. We're gonna be going back to weekly. Totally on me. We're gonna get it moving. And you guys are gonna have a guest appearance by somebody else at some point in the next couple weeks, because I'll be on vacation. So that'll be lit. So my games that I played for the past couple weeks, actually really quickly. I'm rusty, so we'll do this now. Bubbly. I got the cherry flavor out today. I was telling Nick before the pod. I think my new favorite bubbly flavor is pineapple. Pineapple's just better and everything.
I hate pineapple, bro.
So yeah, especially because it's coming up on summer. Pineapple's gonna be great for me. So my games. Did you feel
Put that there.
Put that there, dude. Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I finally finished the game, and all 3 DLCs actually had way too much fun. And now that I got my stimmy in, I'm probably just gonna end up going out and buying Miles Morales and getting ready for those DLCs. Hopefully those come out soon. I got back into Pokemon. Actually, really just this week I got back into Pokemon. I started playing Diamond to get myself ready for Shiny Pearl. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But I'm doing a Nuzlocke on Diamond, and I'm having a blast. I swept Rourke with a Psyduck that I got in a cave. Pretty lucky encounter. I think it was like a 5% chance of actually getting that encounter in that cave. I was freaked out a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure my Chimchar could have swept because he gets Mach Punch, but I wasn't willing to take the chance.
Hey, I applaud your safety here for your Pokemon.
Absolutely. Gotta keep him alive because I need him for the Ice Gym, and I'm finishing up the Grass Gym right now, so I knew I needed him. And then Valorant, obviously, that's what I play on stream all day, every day. Oh, and Fortnite, I didn't put this in the doc, but I played a little bit of Fortnite this week because the new season. We'll talk about that in a minute.
John, I need you to entertain the people. My mother's calling. You can't decline those calls.
Oh no, yeah. I'll just talk about my games. Yeah, you're good. I'll talk about my games. So yeah, the Pokemon Nuzlocke's going pretty well. Diamond, hey, what a great game. What a nostalgic game. I think it's really fun to play. It's definitely one of the easier games to Nuzlocke, in my opinion, that I've watched and heard about. I'm trying to do a little bit more of the hardcore Nuzlocking rules because of knowing that, but we'll be talking about a bit later. So, and Nick's back, so that actually worked out freaking phenomenally. And it's
a drink, Diet Dusky. That's what we're sipping on today. The games. What have I played this week besides TFT? Because I've been playing Team Fortress Tactics, and League of Legends board game mode. Played a little bit of normal League. Played a little bit of Tarkov, a little bit of COD, and a little bit of. Been playing 2K again lately.
Back into the 2K, huh?
Yeah.
It's a March Madness thing. You're watching a lot of basketball right now.
Oh, dude, really the Big Ten championship basketball tournament just happened, so NBA is in full swing of things. I have not missed a single Miami Heat game this year. I will not miss one. I think the last 3 years I haven't missed a game that I could have watched unless I was gone, doing something. But if I was at home, I've probably watched 200 Heat games in the last 3 years.
Good stuff.
Basketball.
All right, on to Nick's fun fact of the week, everybody.
I'll break this down for you. You ever you're nibbling on a little chocolate round? I wouldn't call it a ball. A little chocolate round piece.
Yeah.
The brown ones, the red ones, the green ones, the orange ones, the blue ones. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about the M and M's, right?
Oh yeah.
But did you know why
No,
the M&Ms are called M&Ms?
no, I didn't actually.
It's named after the businessmen who created the chocolate coated candy they were made to. This is a different fun fact. This is just something I know. M&Ms were created for soldiers because they just didn't go bad and they didn't like rot and stuff. So it was a good little snack that soldiers in World War II kept with them. And they were just obviously the brown chocolate ones, and then they saw how successful they were, and they made them. But it's named after Forrest Mars and Bruce Murray, the chairman who created the candy.
Cool.
Mars and Murray. That's what
Mars and
M&M
Murray.
stands for.
Maybe I'll just start
There you
calling
go.
M&Ms Mars and Murrays.
Hey, yo, John, you got any of those Mars and Murrays with the peanuts inside?
Hey, yeah, I got some of them Mars and Murrays with the peanuts.
I'm definitely gonna
With the
start calling him
chocolate
that too, bro.
inside.
Poor Murray. He's just got to look down to Mars' shadow because we said Mars first instead
Yeah,
of Murray.
Murray's and Mars. We'll just change it up
Nah,
every
Mars
other
and
time.
Murray's, man.
Mars
Mars
and
and
Murray's.
Murray's.
Topic 1 for the week. Moving in. Fortnite new season, because that happened the past couple weeks. That started up, that happened this week. Fortnite, yeah. Hello. Yeah. Fortnite new season came out, and pretty much the same game except for some new guns. I thought I was expecting a little bit more. But I thought the storyline that they added at the beginning of the season was freaking awesome. It was probably one of the coolest things I've seen in gaming history. That goes down with like the marshmallow event or like the meteor event and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed.
All right, Dixie, what do we say about this
Uh-oh.
phone?
We got a puppy. We got a puppy problem.
Nah, Eli walked upstairs and got her all crazy. And
Oh, gotcha.
I told Eli, here, Eli, go play my Switch. I'm doing something.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm doing something.
Perfect. Yeah, no, Fortnite, I think the only issue that still stands with Fortnite is, like, how skill-based matchmaking works in pubs. But, like, that's just, like, a universal problem in all games at this point. Like, I mean, if I'm playing pubs, it should just be completely random. I get it, it's not fun for some people. But, like, all those people have to do is just go play comp. Because comp on Fortnite now is solos, duos, trios and squads.
There's no excuse.
So there's no excuse for it anymore. If those people are bad, then they're not going to get out of D3 because that's when you start sacrificing bus fare, right? So like if you have bad players, then you have bad players, and they just go play arena. But like pubs should just be completely random.
That's what ruined Fortnite from a content creation side. That's why everyone, all like Courage, Ninja, everyone stopped playing it because it's like, this is like people will mock on them and be like, "Oh, shut up! You're making $1 million playing games." But like, dude, who wants to sit there for 12 hours a day because they're streaming, but while they're streaming, they're grinding to make YouTube videos and content. And who wants to sit there for 12 hours a day box fighting when you're just trying to do some stupid strats?
Yeah, I agree.
Like it came to the point where Laserbeam had to, the whole like Fresh, Fresh, obviously.
Yeah.
He became famous because Laserbeam needed a competitive player to carry him so he could make his content.
It's literally, that's not good.
No.
I mean, like, COD has this issue too, right? Like, I mean, I play with you guys. You guys are a lot better than I am, or at least Alex is for sure. Like I play with you guys, and I get freaking railed in half of our lobbies.
Man, sorry about that.
That's rough. Yeah. Listen, dude. I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm washed. I'm okay with it. I play better in comp, I think, but that's just I get away with outthinking people, not outgunning people. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, moving on. We'll talk about COD in a bit. Actually, I'm excited. The Valorant had their whole thing. So Valorant just finished their last season not too long ago. Shout out to Nadeshot. We actually have this as one of our topics, so I'll talk about it now. Nadeshot. Oh wait, maybe it's not in it. Oh yeah, here it is. 100T made the Nike shoes. What were they?
Travis Scott's. The Travis Scott's.
Yeah,
the one you said.
Badass.
Jordan 1 Travis Scott's. The $1,000 shoes.
They're sick. Made gold-ish ones. That's kind of what it looks like. I encourage you guys to go look them up. They're pretty dope. It's a little special edition for his guys. I mean, what a great guy Nate is, right?
Oh, Nate's awesome.
Such a smart dude. Good businessman. But yeah, so the new season of like the league, the Challengers League, started this week. It was pretty good. I watched a lot of it actually. I enjoyed a lot of it. Hunter and T let me down against the Sentinels, but FaZe Clan, my secondary, is up the bat and letting it rip. So no shock. Not Hunter Thieves. FaZe is just so unbelievably fast. Nick, we'll have to watch it later. I'll show you. I'll send you a video of like a couple of their rounds. They were just like ego challenging everything, and they're playing. They're playing like really good players, like fuck. But they even did that in the championship stuff too. They were just ego challenging on Icebox against the 100 Thieves, and that's like pretty much the best team in the game. So yeah, it's cool to watch. I'm excited for FaZe. I hope things work out. 100 Thieves has to beat Gen G this coming weekend. Well, actually, yeah, in 2 days. So yeah, Friday. They play at 4. Oh, I'll be able to watch that. Sick. And then FaZe is to be determined because it's winner's bracket. So that's probably between Luminosity and Envy, I think. So cool. So that's that. Pumped as hell for that. Moving on, topic 3, baby. I'm excited. We got some Call of Duty news. So Call of Duty's doing like their whole thing right now this week. They added a couple things, not really that interesting, but starting tomorrow, we are gonna get some melee blueprints and 3v3 gunfight, and I'm pumped. Well, you might be more pumped than I am.
I got a pink diamond sword, Joe.
Yeah, dude, you're big pumped.
I'm big pumped, dude. It's just fun running around with that stuff, especially now because like you'll just get to I don't have the hammer, the machete, or the spade because all the it's not just a skin. They all have like different stats. Like the hammer has a longer knife thing, but the sword knifes faster. There's legit different stats, and just to test them out to see if they're worth going for. Because the sword's so good. Because the hammer you can get a lot of lunges, bro. But the sword's so good because if you somehow get behind 3 people on search that are all like sniping or something, you swing so fast that you just go. Like, you don't have a lunge. You have to be right there on them, but you swing that shit so fast.
I wonder if it's the gunfight tournaments, like how they had in Modern Warfare. And then if you win, you get the blueprint. I don't know if that's what's coming out tomorrow, though.
No. So blueprint, 3v3 gunfight blueprint is gunfight. Oh. But instead of getting different, like, guns with attachments, you get the different blueprints, like the Mastercraft AK.
Cool.
So it's just saying, like you'll get the blueprint. So like, so you like so you're not just running around with like a skinless gun. You get the blueprint. So whatever the skin is, that's all. That's what it is. That'll
be fun. We'll have to group up with Johnny or something tomorrow and just play some 3v3 gunfight. It'll be lit.
I sometimes have a sniper 3v3 gunfight, which is a lot of fun.
That's
me and Alex won 17 straight games.
Hell yeah. We'll have to keep a counter on tomorrow. I'm pumped. I haven't played gunfight in this game yet, so.
It's fun. The maps are pretty good.
Are they? Maybe we'll play after the pod. Yeah. This one's gonna be more on you. I've been able to keep up with it very much. So we're moving on here. We got AJ Green and JJ Watt signing to the Cardinals. I know about JJ Watt.
JJ Watt was AJ Green was like 30 minutes ago.
I think actually JJ Watt we actually covered because that happened like an hour before our last pod. So we did talk about JJ Watt.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, JJ Watt's to the Cardinals. It's a scary team that just got scarier.
Yes.
Because they added AJ Green. So now, AJ Green, 1-year deal, finally. AJ, dude, for once, screw the Bengals. They suck. I hate them. Hate them. Every single Bengal except for Joe Burrow. Hate them.
Facts.
JJ Green, his career has been wasted by Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis's shit coaching. AJ Green is so elite, and now he's out. He's gone. He is going to be in a wide receiver core that includes Christian Kirk and DeAndre Hopkins. Kyler Murray has Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, and freaking AJ Green to throw to, along with Kenyon Drake as his running back.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty
that
scary.
Offense is going to be...
I'm rattled how teams are doing so well with the new cap, with the cap being lowered.
And another thing,
I mean, Kyler's still.
Kyler Murray also has the movement. Yep. Oh, the team's gonna be so good.
Get outside the pocket a little bit.
I don't think the Cardinals have ate a lot. Besides DeAndre Hopkins, they before they made these signings, they just didn't have anyone on a big contract.
Yep.
They're just a bunch of young guys or old guys.
Right. Yeah,
And now they got that cap space and they're fucking rolling. AJ Green only signed a 1-year deal, so I mean it doesn't really hurt your cap at all. It's 1 year expiring, so
this year will be sick. This will be fun to watch football.
I'm waiting for the Browns to make something happen, John. Not even if it's a big trade. I just want them to sign like a freaking just a decent defensive player so I can go. They're trying.
Another thing that we didn't get to talk about on the pod, because this happened last week or the week before. The Dak's re-signing.
Oh, the Dak monster deal.
Oof.
He's terrible.
Yeah, I like we talked about it a little bit. I don't know if he's worth yearly what Patrick Mahomes is. I know at the end of the day, Patty's gonna make more money, and because he definitely should. I don't know if I can justify paying as much as they are.
Oh, I know. Hey, the good news is for the Cowboys is it doesn't take much to get to the playoffs, and that's what they're shooting for. They gotta win like 7 games, and they'll be in the playoffs.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And they're just shooting for that so they can make more money, more power. Because at the end of the day, winning a champion and a Super Bowl is cool. But these GMs and these managers and these presidents are, when they know their team is not in the reach, they're just looking to do whatever they can to get ticket sales and to get revenue. And they're signing Dak to that deal, in hindsight, stupid deal. But the Cowboys fans, those guys irrationally love him.
It's true.
My buddy Noah thinks he's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but his team fails him every year, and I just go, Noah, the Cowboys freaking suck. I remember at the start of this year, dude, I told him, we were talking about it, and I go, bro, the Browns are better than the Cowboys. He goes, bro, you are dumb. I go, dude, the Cowboys aren't going to make the playoffs, Noah, and the Browns will. He goes, yeah, okay.
True.
He came to me and told me he was sorry, by the way.
Like, have you heard about all the about all the stuff with Odell? Tom Brady wants Odell. You heard about
everyone? Yeah.
I think Tom Brady came out like an entire thing, and he was just like, "Hey, yeah, give me Odell. Like, you guys don't want him over there at Cleveland. We'll take him."
Odell doesn't want to leave. Bro.
I can understand why. We're an up and coming team, right? Like, I mean, not up and coming, but you know what I mean. Like, I think our ceiling is so high at this point now, because of what we did last year with the players that we had at the end of the year. I think our ceiling is much higher than what we ended up finishing at. So.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl bound.
I hope he doesn't leave because I think he can do some things. I know we haven't really given him much of a chance.
He's still Odell Beckham Jr. at the end.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna make big plays when he needs to, right? I mean, whether he's throwing the ball or catching.
We haven't had him in the playoffs yet.
No, that's true. And I like even though we've had him, I mean, we didn't have him all last season. So like. We have a really good coach now who can probably include him into his offense.
Imagine if that game against the Chiefs, bro, it was close. Mm-hmm. It was such a good game. Now imagine if you had a healthy Odell in there. Yeah. Even if Odell doesn't go crazy and get his crazy stats, imagine if you had like Odell with a touchdown and like 50 receiving yards.
It's true. And I think teams are going to learn how to play the Chiefs now. I think the Chiefs offense needs to change some things up from like this past year. I think after watching the Super Bowl, I think it's pretty evident on how you control the Chiefs.
You want to hear some scary things about the Chiefs?
What's that?
Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and someone else on the defensive end have all agreed to reconstruct their contracts to give them $20 million more in cap space.
Damn.
So the Chiefs will have $20 million to spend.
Probably. I mean, they don't really need an offensive line yet. Build up some defense, pretty much. But like,
all agreed.
I mean, you cover your cross routes through the center of the field. That's how that's how they scored so much on Cleveland. I mean, or at least a couple of the big plays were directly from that. So I think in Tampa obviously saw that, and you saw what happened to that. I mean, granted, Patty was a little injured, and there's some other things that factor into that game, but still, they played defense really well. Tampa did in that Super Bowl game, and you know what they say: defense wins championships.
Yeah, never bet against Tom Brady.
Well, that too. Yeah, shit. That should have definitely been the thing I said. Yeah, never bet against Tom Brady. That's the truth.
In the playoffs, never bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Never, not one time. Never. Mm-hmm. He just does things. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got the skills.
Yeah, yes, he does. Moving on. We got some news for Disney Plus here that I'm super excited about, being a big Star Wars fan
I've
myself.
So yeah, let the cat out of the bag. The old Clone Wars shows coming to Disney Plus. I think me and Johnny watched it here and there as a kid, but I have never in full seen it.
I don't think I have either. And the way I see it, this gives me enough space from here till spring when The Mandalorian comes back out. So
Do you know what you just need to, I don't know, grow up and do? Watch WandaVision, you doof.
I did. Wait, shit. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I forgot to tell you. Oh my god, I'm a bad friend. I'm terrible. Oh my
yes!
god. I'm a terrible friend. Yeah, I watched it all the way through. What an amazing Rachel watched it and loved it with me. Oh my god, it was amazing. Loved it. It was so good. Good job.
John Falcon and the Winter Soldier starts tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, so actually I was going to talk about this after the pod, but hey, we brought it up anyway. So that could be a pod topic every week, right? I mean, I watch like new rock stars and stuff. So we got
I'll watch
stuff that we could talk about.
Oh yeah, I watch it the day it comes out normally. Sometimes I'll stay up to 3 a.m. and watch it.
Absolute idiot. You're a Flash guy too. Right? Have you watched the new season?
No. I wait till it comes out on Netflix and I watch it in bulk.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, it's so good. I won't spoil then. We won't talk about that on the pod. Oh my god.
Because CW and Netflix has a deal, and I don't have cable, so I just wait for it comes out on Netflix and I just watch it all in like a day or two.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have Hulu, so I just kind of watch it off of Hulu. But shit, yeah, I have an episode to watch. Damn. Because that comes out on Mondays? Yeah. So I got an episode to watch. Good call.
Cool.
But yeah, freaking Disney Plus making big moves. So yeah, I got Star Wars that I'll be able to watch all the time. I'll have Falcon and the Winter Soldier to come up. That'll be sweet. The trailers just keep popping out, so tomorrow we get to watch.
There's just one trailer where it's just Bucky and it's not Sam just talking to Falcon, and he goes, "So what do you think we're dealing with? You think we're dealing with?" I think he said like aliens, wizards, or robots, and he goes, "What?" He goes, "It's one of the big three. It's always aliens."
Oh yeah.
Robots. And then Anthony, the Bucky goes, "What are you talking about? There's not even any such thing as a wizard." And he goes,
"What about Doctor Strange?"
Yeah. He goes, "Doctor Strange is a wizard." He goes, "He's a sorcerer. Sorcerers are just wizards without hats."
Yep, that was good. Solid. Shit, we should watch it tomorrow together.
I'm down, bro. You can on Disney Plus. They have this. Me and Noah did it for Mandalorian. They have like a watch party app.
So like Disney or like Netflix.
Yeah, they have it built. That's what me and Noah would do for most of season 2 of The Mandalorian.
Shit. Okay. Well then, tomorrow, be there or be square.
I think it comes. I think it comes out tomorrow at like 3 a.m. though. So, oh wait, no, maybe it might be Friday. I don't know. It might be Friday night.
Look it up really quick.
But John, are you? I'm gonna just rattle some things off. So right now, the Falcon and Winter Soldier. It starts March 19th, so that means it comes out Thursday night, Friday morning. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is March, and May Loki starts.
Holy shit!
If you watch trailers for Loki, that show it looks phenomenal. But then,
so we're gonna have 2 shows to watch at a time.
No. Falcon Winter Soldier will end, and Loki will start. Oh, you're talking about with like Loki and Mandalorian.
No, you had me. No, you're good.
Falcon and Winter Soldier will go, and then when it ends in a couple weeks, Loki will come out. Same with like WandaVision. And then this is the rest of the Marvel projects coming in the next 2 to 3 years. What If, which is an animated series where they just do like what if scenarios, like what if. From the trailer, it goes, "What if Peggy Carter became the Captain America, like got the serum instead of Steve?"
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that, like animated What If. Miss Marvel, late 2021. Hawkeye, late 2021. Armor Wars, which is like about like, I think, War Machine. Then this is a movie, but Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special's coming out. I Am Groot, a show about Groot. Ironheart. Ironheart's that kid from Iron Man 3 that helped Tony and the garage and stuff. This thing called it's Moon Knight. He's like this anti-hero played by Oscar Isaac. Do you know who Oscar Isaac is?
I think so.
Poe from Star Wars.
Oh, gotcha.
He's going to be the lead in that, called Moon Knight. Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson in the Scrolls is coming. She-Hulk is coming. And that's just the Marvel side of things. Then you got all the Star Wars stuff. You got with the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, the content, Obi-Wan, the content.
Oh man,
boom, 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 boom.
This is gonna be great. We also are forgetting, like, we had movies that were supposed to come out last year that never did, right?
Doctor Strange. So you know how WandaVision was supposed to does lead directly into Doctor Strange too?
Yep.
And the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
If COVID didn't happen, Doctor Strange would have came out last freaking week, and it comes out next year. It would have came out last week, John.
So how are they gonna continue WandaVision then?
They're not. None of these shows will get a season 2.
Oh wow. Okay.
These are miniseries that lead into movies.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, no, WandaVision's done, and Scarlet Witch is the second main character in Doctor Strange 2, along with Benedict.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, it was supposed to be WandaVision started, and a week after it ended, Doctor Strange 2 came out in theaters.
Wow.
But COVID.
Fucking COVID.
No, but all these shows are just miniseries that set up for movies. There might be some in the future that get multiple series, but something like WandaVision, it was made to lead into Doctor Strange 2 and like the Scarlet Witch as a character in the MCU, because now
what she's a fun take on doing stuff like that, right? Like, that's a ballsy move.
They're just 6-hour movies at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's so smart. So smart. Disney, god damn, you guys are amazing.
Disney, dude, I think they surpassed 100 million monthly people, like monthly subscribers. So that doesn't
shock me.
So that is like about $700 million a month off Disney Plus subscriptions.
That does not shock me, not even a little bit. It makes so much sense.
And then that just means they'll keep making these big projects, because if you're making because of like WandaVision and The Mandalorian, because those are obviously the two big ones right now that are out, and all the stuff that's been announced for the next like 5 years, their budgets are always going to be insane because they're pulling in close to a freaking $1 billion a month.
Damn.
Well, not close to $300 million off, but still.
So WandaVision question.
Gotcha.
Spoiler, because this is the last episode, and we're in the spoiler warning spot so far. Still, it was only 2 weeks ago. You know, some people work for a living. So at the end, right? So there's two visions. So the white one was
the white one is actual vision.
Yeah, right. And the other one was the reality
manifestation of Wanda.
Right. So what did the white vision go do?
So this is me and Noah actually had a conversation about this, and this is my thought on it. So I think Vision got all of his memories back.
Okay.
But he's not like he remembers these things now, but he doesn't remember the experiences. So he remembers that he did love Wanda, but he never actually loved her, because in his mind he's still this government bot, and now it's just, hey, these are it's just like this real, like, not Inception, but this real just mind, like your mind is, because you were like, my life started 2 days ago when they created me, and now it's like, oh, by the way, here's these memories, So I think like he now remembers he did it, but he doesn't remember and have like the feelings and the experience of it. So he just kind of flew away to kind of like find himself.
Gotcha.
I guess that's my thought.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh man,
what the whole scene though with Theseus' ship was so badass. Where they're just like, they got just philosophical. It was great.
It was good. That was funny. Going from fighting like from Wanda and.
Have you ever heard of the Theseus ship?
Yeah, that was solid, man. It was good stuff. What a solid season ending. Disney, God, man, you guys just do great things.
Wanda made it look like she was missing on purpose and just saying, fine, I don't want these powers, just kill me, because she knew her world was going to end.
Right.
Like her reality, the Hex. But she was really missing on purpose to set up the ruins that Agnes taught her about, not knowing that it would come back to bite her. And then she makes all of the Hex ruined. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Oh.
When does Obi-Wan come out?
Ooh, I think 2022.
I gotta wait that.
I think it starts filming here soon.
Oh wow! That's right, because they couldn't film because
I know.
first thing
I saw a
McGregor.
picture. I saw a picture. Ewan is jacked. He's getting ready.
Oh, yeah.
Ewan is jacked right now, bro. He's been in the gym getting ready for the role.
Well, because he was doing the whole like travel from the bottom of South America, right, to North America,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like
think
on
so.
a moped or something. I think it's probably a motorcycle, but like definitely it looked like a moped.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, he obviously had no time to film because that's a long ass trip. I
Yeah, I
wonder.
think they start filming in a couple weeks, but still, it's gonna be dope.
Nice. Hopefully they don't rush it and make it
Oh, they
bad.
won't.
I
They
doubt it
won't. It's
because
hard. The show's already been delayed twice, so it shows that they care. Because one of the delays was COVID, but one of the delays was they didn't think they were ready yet. So I don't think they're. I think they're going to take their time, and whenever this comes out, it comes out, and it's going to be probably the most streamed and TV show of all time. Like it would beat The Mandalorian and all the Marvel shows because I think Obi-Wan is that like The Mandalorian. Obviously, the concept sounded cool, but unless you were like a diehard Star Wars fan, you didn't know the lore of Mandalore.
right.
And then with all the Marvel stuff, it's Marvel, it's dope, but like it's not like it's a Spider-Man show or something. That's
True.
But like I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, besides Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, is like just the most like it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
I feel like that show is gonna, dude. The
It's gonna get
statistics.
him.
Oh,
Well, because wait, and Hayden Christensen's in it, so that means
yep.
there's a Darth Vader fight.
There is no Ewan. When they confirmed that Hayden was in it, Ewan goes, "Yeah, it's going to be great to work with Hayden again." And he goes, "I've read the script, and let me say, we get a rematch." So there will be a Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi freaking fight.
Fucking troll me, bro.
There'll be a Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi freaking fight with 2021 special effects and choreography. Because obviously, they obviously had in 2003 or 4, whenever the Revenge of the Sith came out. But just imagine what they could do now.
Yeah. Well, we're not.
And honestly, Star Wars was huge, and Lucasfilms had a big budget. But now they got the Disney budget, John.
Yeah, that's true. They got a big budget now.
Ugh, it's gonna be great.
One show that's not released, but obviously it's coming out is Ahsoka show.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Because
I think that's
she's
gonna
gonna be
set up
looking for
Ezra.
Ezra.
And it's gonna set up Admiral Thrawn because she obviously was asking about him in the Mandalorian.
Right.
And bro, I hope so. Did you see the whole the fans wanted Benedict Cumberbatch to play Admiral Thrawn? That's the fans have been pushing for that because just how deceivious Benedict can be. And Benedict came out and recently said that he would not play Admiral Thrawn because he does not want to be blue. He goes, "I'm not doing a project where I'm blue the whole time."
You know who had the life of characters in movies? The guy who played Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, his name was slipping my mind. Yeah. He had the life, bro. Every time the suit came on, he's just like, "See you later, boys." That's what he said. He said it in an interview with Jimmy Kimmel. He's like, I don't know how hot it was. I was off on a boat drinking beer. That's what he said. He's like, every time the suit comes on, I don't gotta be on set. I just
gotta do voice acting.
Yeah. And then he's just like in his trailer or whatever, or in a trailer. That's the life, right?
Man, I don't know if have we talked about the origin of the MCU on this pod? Because
No.
I have a passionate story. I know obviously we got a couple more topics, but we're on this train. I don't want to stop.
Anymore.
So you want to know how the MCU came about? How Iron Man 1 came to fruition?
Yeah.
So basically, before Iron Man came out, Iron Man was like a C-list Marvel character.
Okay.
He just no one knew who he was. The only popular Marvel characters at the time were the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Right. Everyone else, because Marvel was not a part of pop culture. It was, it was nerdy.
Or Hulk too.
Yeah, the Hulk
everything was setting up for this, but yeah.
But no, so when they made Iron Man 1, the first MCU movie, this is the reason they made it. Stan Lee and the boys, they were trying to get action figure sales up because that's how you made money on comic book stuff back then, was action figures.
Right.
So they showed a group of kids all these B-list people you've never heard of, like Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, because they were no one knew who they were unless you read comics. They showed kids like action figures and stuff, and they had them pick and like did a poll, and Iron Man won. So they made Iron Man to sell action figures. That's why it had a super low budget. Jon Favreau was a not known director at the time, so they got him for cheap. Robert Downey Jr. was a drug addict and washed out of Hollywood, so they got him because they go, we are going to make this movie as cheap as possible to sell these action figures. Robert Downey Jr. made like something like $300K off Iron Man 1.
What?
Like, yeah, it had like a $5 million budget. Like it, and so they made this movie, and their whole idea, they did not have this grand scheme of making the MCU. They're like, we're going to sell these action figures. And then that sparked 20 years and 23 great fucking movies. That's how the MCU came to fruition.
True. Big fan.
Well, I guess 20 great movies. Thor 2 sucked, Hulk sucked, and Captain Marvel was terrible.
I thought Thor 2 was okay. I thought it was comical. It was just a different take on Thor, that's all.
And Thor 2?
Right?
Thor the Dark World?
Oh my god, I was thinking of 3. Okay.
No, Thor Ragnarok is top 5 MCU movie of all time. Don't worry. Yeah, that's great. Thor the Dark World, where they fought the Dark Elves? That movie was awful.
Yeah. That do be kind of bad.
Yeah.
That do be kind of bad. And what was the other one he said that was bad?
Incredible Hulk. With Christopher Norton.
Wait.
The second MCU movie, Christopher Norton's Incredible Hulk.
Oh.
Before Mark, and they recast it for Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, but that movie set up like everything, though. You know.
That movie didn't set up.
Yeah, at the end, the cutscene, he meets with the guy who ends up being the director of like all of the Avengers. He was the one who was approached to set everything up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was
like a big leak.
It was a cutscene,
and like way years in advance, right? Like, because like when did that movie come out, and then when did Iron Man 2 come out, or Iron Man 1 come out?
Iron Man 1 came out before Hulk.
Did it?
Yes, Iron Man 1 is the first MCU movie. Iron Man 1 came out the next year Hulk came out. I think it was 2003, then 2004.
Let me look.
Like I said, the MCU started with Iron Man 1 to make action figures. And then that movie blew the box office out of the
totally thinking you were talking about the one from 2003.
The Incredible Hulk movie?
No. It's actually just called Hulk. I know what you're talking about now. I was right about the cutscene, but I totally was thinking about different graphics and everything. Okay, so yeah, 2008 was the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, it was terrible.
And then the same year was Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man came out first though.
Okay, yeah.
Iron Man came out, and then Incredible Hulk came out. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. May and June. It was
like literally months apart. It just wasn't a good movie, man.
Hey, you know who's still out there in this whole MCU universe is whatchamacallit from that movie? The freaking bad guy. What the heck was his name?
Abomination?
Yeah, Abomination.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be the villain in She-Hulk.
Oh, cool.
So, because also She-Hulk's storyline is she is the Hulk's cousin, and and she's dying of cancer, kind of similar to Deadpool, and he uses the gamma serum that made him Hulk to turn her into She-Hulk to save her life. She's like a lawyer and shit. Right. So that's why people think that She-Hulk or Daredevil is gonna be teased in the next Spider-Man movie because they think Peter Parker's gonna need a lawyer. Okay, he's gonna try to prove he's not Spider-Man with like a lawyer's help, and so She-Hulk and Daredevil both. Have you watched Daredevil?
I have not.
Well, so Daredevil, Matthew Murdock. He's blind.
Right? Yeah,
he's blind, but he's a lawyer, and so is She-Hulk. So they think that one of them, is gonna come and be his lawyer, and then I'll introduce another character. But She-Hulk is coming out, and Abomination is one of the main villains. So good on you for knowing he's still out there. Proud of you.
Thank you. I watch a little bit of New Rockstars. You know who they are? It's a great YouTube channel, man.
No, I don't.
You should.
My Marvel stuff comes from I watch Emergency, Awesomeness, and something else, and then I listen to a podcast called the MCU Podcast.
See, I have to stop watching the New Rockstar stuff like weeks leading up to new things coming out. Like I haven't watched them in like weeks because of this. Because he like is fucking annoyingly good at predicting everything.
And it just spoils it. No, I don't watch any like prediction videos. I watch like explaining after the fact videos.
Yeah, he also does those. That's why I wait.
I don't watch. Emergency Awesome does the same thing where he makes like his predictions off trailers and sources and stuff.
Right.
And I go, dude, no. Speaking of spoilers, you want to hear the most depressed I've ever been? Not the most depressed I've ever been, but I would say about 2 months before Rise of Skywalker came out. One of the lenders I worked with, he was in the office, and he goes, "Nick, you like Star Wars?" And I go, "Absolutely." He goes, "I just read a Star Wars spoiler." I go, "Brandon Way, if you freaking tell me, I'm gonna be mad. So I won't tell you." 2 minutes later, he goes, "I'm sorry, I can't hold it in. Ray is Palpatine's granddaughter." And I just go, "You kidding me?" I knew that for the whole movie. It started the movie when they're like, "Who are you?" And I'm just like, "Dude, I know." Oh, so mad.
I had a feeling she was a Palpatine from the start, but
She was almost a Kenobi. Yeah, they almost made her Obi-Wan's.
It's a bad decision.
Well,
that would actually set up.
Would have been
Obi-Wan.
better than Palpatine.
I guess
you see Obi-Wan slumming with a girl. The Jedi Order's done. Obi-Wan's like, whatever, I can love. Then he makes a child, and then he's got to. But he's like, yeah, I have this child, but I must protect. Luke.
You know what? He couldn't do that, because his heart, right? Because is dead. I don't think he could do that to himself.
And his girl, his boo thing.
Yeah. What the heck's her name? I'm terrible with names tonight.
Bo-Katan's sister, that's for sure.
God damn, I'm awful.
I got it. No, Satine.
Yeah, Duchess Satine.
Duchess Satine.
That's what I was trying to think, because that's what Rachel's Star Wars: The Old Republic's name is after. Alrighty, moving on to the last couple here. We got topic number 6. So, because I've been nuzlocking all week, and I've been having a blast, I thought we'd talk about our plans for the new Shining Pearl Nuzlocke that we are going to be doing. And maybe talk about some of the things, rules and whatnot. I know you had some ideas.
I'm gonna teach you what a cage lock is, John.
Oh, that's my hat. Yeah, and I don't know if the cage. Okay, go ahead.
So cage lock is a nuzlocke. All the nuzlocke rules apply, but after every gym badge, you do a cage match.
Yep.
So it's a 1-on-1. And, if your Pokemon dies, he's gone, obviously, because it's still those rules. And then you get a point. And then, so you play to like 6 points or something. The final fight, 3 points. So after you beat the Elite Four, you take a team of 6 in there. And then you fight it out with your team of 6s. But it's just the most points win. After every badge, you do a 1v1 cage match. And then, here's the caveat. So with the cage lock rules, you're not allowed to use TMs. You're not allowed to... you're not allowed to, on the cage lock rules. You can't use TMs on your Pokemon. You can't use held items. But if you win a cage lock, you can give that Pokemon the option to either be able to learn TMs, be able to hold an item, or be able to have a revive.
I think Pearl is probably the only game that you could do that on, because Pearl's like that easy and like gym wise.
You can do it on. You can do it from Pokemon Red to Pokemon Sword and Shield. I've watched it all.
A lot better people than we are, probably, but yeah.
Don't put my name down there with you. Pokemon's not hard, man. Not hard. It's one of the easiest games on the planet.
Nowadays, hell yeah.
Even back then, it's so easy. Oh yeah, but it's still super easy. I just did a Heart Gold and Soul Silver just nuzlocke by myself. Like, you don't need. It's fine.
Wait. Like on your computer with the randomizer and stuff. Yeah, but you're getting legendaries.
If you're lucky enough to catch them, yeah.
But you said you had a Dialga.
I got him. I got lucky.
That's what I'm saying.
What's that got to do with anything?
I think randomizers are relatively easy, and especially if you get to use a legendary.
No, because you can go into the first gym and you could fight a freaking Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina.
Also, did you press the I guess there's a button and all that to like make everything scale right, so like Ultra
Yeah, there's a
move,
bunch of
automatically scale and everything.
there's a bunch of settings you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking something relatively similar. I didn't know, like, I like the cage lock rule. Point based is what I was thinking too for us, and I was thinking of making it sort of like a race at the same time. But if we're
That's
doing
a
a cage lock,
versus.
we can't do
No,
that.
there's no point to do the race. We can do a versus too. That's a nose lock versus where you just race. But there's
Oh,
no point in racing because there's no caveat for making it there first because you can't proceed to the other person finish the
right,
first gym and you do the cage match.
right. Gotcha. And I like the farm.
Hey, John, if you want to
I'm
see
gonna be
what the
holding you. I'm
randomizer
gonna be
stuff
holding you
looks
back,
like,
big guy.
I can share the screen and you can see all of its glory.
I'm understanding. I was also gonna put in a rule that if you lose a Pokemon in a gym, it's like -5. But if we're doing 1 point
You
for
don't.
each cage, it's
Yeah, no,
minus
we got
half
the
a point.
John. Don't try to switch the rules. We got legit cage rock rules from
Yeah,
YouTubers. You
but you
scroll with
know,
them.
we gotta try something different, right? The John and Nick rules.
I'm
You gotta
voting no
make
on
new
that one.
things.
The amount of Pokemon you'll lose in a randomizer.
Oh, but you're still talking about a randomizer. I was talking about Shining Pearl, like the new game
Oh,
that's coming out.
I'm talking about doing it like the
Yeah, we can
randomizers.
do whatever you want for the randomizer. I was talking about for the new game because I'm gonna be
Oh,
streaming it every
I mean,
day.
we don't gotta do the cage lock and any of that for the
Okay, yeah,
Shining
we
Pearl.
just do
I was
it.
talking about us
Okay,
doing a cage lock on our own, bro. If we just want to do a normal Nuzlocke for that one,
yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna say. Well, not. I mean, like I said, I was gonna try to like throw some new stuff in there. You know, you lose a Pokemon, you lose whatever points or whatever, and like when
we can
if
just
you
do a
finish the
versus, maybe.
first or that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so my original thought actually though is
We were talking about
we
two
do like
separate
a
things here, man.
versus. Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. Shining Pearl is the new game. The old game was just Pearl.
Mhm.
So Shining Pearl, I was gonna say we do like a versus, so like a race all the way through, and then for every Pokemon you lose in gym battles, you add 2 minutes onto your time.
What does that mean? 2 minutes onto your time. We
Two
don't
minutes onto
time
your
it.
time.
It's just whoever beats the game first. There's no
Oh
you're
well,
not timing it.
you would probably if we're not playing during like the same hours, you would probably beat me much before.
Whoa, yeah. I'm just confused. What do you mean to add 2 minutes onto your time?
Well, I was just saying time it, time from beginning to end, and then you add
Uh,
2 minutes every time you lose a Pokemon.
what you could do is you could every time you lose a Pokemon, you gotta stop moving for a minute because it's not time based. We're not gonna. It's
Okay,
just whoever kills the champion's last Pokemon first.
gotcha. This will be fun. This will be tough because yeah, Cynthia. Oof.
I'll dog her.
I do not miss fighting Cynthia.
I'll dog
I
her.
am not looking forward to it. Well, at least it
Dog
won't
water.
be. At least it won't be. Whatchamacallit.
And you gotta remember it's gonna be new Pokemon. This game will be 10 times easier than Diamond and Pearl was because it's gonna be new
Well,
Pokemon.
Diamond and Pearl's pretty easy.
And no, just think about how easy it's gonna be now.
Oh. Wait, they're adding all like new Pokemon and everything. They're not keeping
No,
it
it's
just
just gonna
strictly
be
Gen 4?
easy because they're gonna hold your hand more because it's new
Oh right,
Pokemon.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Like you're gonna have the thing that tells you which moves are super effective when you're fighting the thing.
Oh
It's
no, that's like my favorite part of this Nuzlocke right now that I'm doing, because like I'm like every single battle like on every route I'm like making sure like I kill this like without trying because I'm trying. Well, I'm also doing no over leveling, which I think we should do
Mhm.
as well because I think that
Yeah.
actually makes
That
sense.
just it makes it not fun.
Yeah, it makes it makes it a little bit more difficult.
At a level cap.
Yeah. So every every time you like your next gym leader is your level cap. So whatever the highest Pokemon is for that next gym leader, that's your level cap. And you can't go over the level cap until you fight the actual gym leader. Yeah, right. So like I think we should do that because that at least makes the game a little bit more difficult, but not really because like you said, they're just gonna fucking handhold everything.
But
Hopefully they don't. Good.
we gotta do a randomizer like cage lock style
Okay,
thing,
I'm
bro.
down.
It's so fun. So fun.
I'm down. You said you were gonna hold my hand through it anyways by.
Oh, dude! Literally, all you got to do is install the thing, and I will. I can. Dude, exclusive, e- exclusive podcast. Boom! You can see my screen. Yeah, you've never seen this before on the podcast.
Here we go.
There we go. We can add a little. So this is the randomizer software, and so I install the ROM and I put it in here, and then boom. Like I guess I'll do this.
Don't show me something you don't want to.
I got nothing to hide.
So do I have to download the game, like the actual game?
All you gotta do is have the emulator, because I'll give you the file for the game. Oh. So all you gotta do is have an emulator. So you go in here and then you pick the ROM you want, and then boom, you can change all this. This is where you make it so the starters are random. Boom, you change stuff, and then it's just.
You should just show me how to do this myself, so I can.
Keep it's not hard. You just gotta install this software, and then that's really it.
Oh really?
And yeah, you install it, and
how
then
do you download different?
You just look up Heart Gold Soul Silver ROM, Heart Emerald ROM.
Yeah, that's my problem. I gotta know the websites and stuff. So.
I just go to the first one.
Gotcha. Okay. It's not like a specific website that you normally use.
Nah, I just kind of. Gotcha. I'll show you what emulators to get for DS and Game Boy, but other than that, it's just kind of whatever ROM you find.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll get back to everybody on our Nuzlocks, and we'll see when we're gonna start streaming those, or me at least, and if you wanted to, you can, of course. And see what we're gonna do with that. But I've been specifically requested to talk about March Madness. This isn't my big thing, but
before we get to March Madness, there's one last thing, the Pokemon thing. And by the way, so we use Pokemon Showdown, and we put our Pokemon in there to do our cage locks and stuff. Just just if you were confused,
Same
like how would we
IVs
even fight each other? Yeah, you just use Showdown.
That I did.
Dude, it's basketball time, John. Last year there was no March tournament, and that stuff's heartbreaking. The OSU Buckeyes, they're a second seed team in this tournament, John.
I know they are. I have heard that.
I'm ready to sit there. When March Madness starts, it starts Friday. You sit there. Basketball starts at like freaking 11 a.m. and you watch basketball till midnight for like 2 straight weeks while they do the first stuff, and then you obviously get to where there's not enough teams left. But it's just like basketball, my favorite sport, right? But it's sometimes, the early rounds of the NBA playoffs are boring because bro, this team is so much better than them. And you same thing with hockey. It's series. You got to wait for the stupid series to end. It's like when you get like a really good team, it's like, dude, they're going to – I'm going to – like, for example, the Heat played the Pacers in the first round of last year's playoffs. I barely watched it because they swept them. It's like I got to sit there, and just it's not as intense. But the March Madness, one and done basketball games where it's every game is a game 7. Every game is that last – the environment. And it's just kids out there. Just trying to hoop, just trying to have fun. And when a team wins off like a game-winning jumper, which happens a lot in March, they dogpile on the guy that made it. The environment.
Listen, I'm not dogging on March Madness. I'm just dogging on my knowledge of basketball and how I don't fully enjoy basketball. But I totally understand why March Madness is dope, because it's like literally like a whole month of just like basketball after basketball after basketball.
It's the top. What's the math here? How many? 68 top 68 teams in college going at it.
That's freaking awesome if you're a basketball fan, man. That's dope as shit. I don't have a dog in a fight, to be honest with you. I'm just hoping Ohio State wins because it makes you happy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna cry.
It's gonna happen. They're gonna win. Just because I'm on board now.
And because of how the brackets worked out, the Michigan's a 1 seed, Ohio State's a 2 seed, but they're on opposite sides of the brackets. So, John, they can meet in the NCAA championship game. They could. They're both good enough that it could be Ohio State versus Michigan in the championship game. That would be crazy.
I'm a big Blue fan, right?
Yeah, screw you.
But I'm gonna root for OSU here.
Dude, hold on. Let me go give. I'm gonna ship you one of my OSU football jerseys. So you can wear.
I'm not gonna watch any of the March Madness. I might watch the last game if that's the case. If it's those two going at it.
I don't think it will. I don't think OSU makes it that far.
Wow.
They're good, but I just think there's a lot better team because there's when it comes down to March, there's good teams that win it, and then there's teams with NBA talent that wins it. Not a single player on this Buckeye team will make it to the league. They're just like a good team. Gotcha. But then you got these teams on these smaller colleges normally that you've just never heard of, like Oklahoma State, who they have Cunningham, who's going to be the first pick in the NBA draft. Last year, Murray State, who was a 12 seed, went far because Ja Morant was on their sometimes when you get to this tournament, it's just those teams that are like lower seeds and they're only good because they have that NBA talent and they just torch you. And the Buckeyes they just got a good group of seniors and juniors paving the way. But hey, as long as we win a game,
that's all that matters.
I just want to win a March game. We haven't won a March game since D'Angelo Russell, I think, was there, which was in like 2014 or 15.
Big hopes. When do they start?
Friday, I believe, or Thursday night.
Cool. All right, well, everybody, actually, perfect timing. We are coming up on the 2-minute warning mark, everybody. This is when we go over all of our stuff that, all of our plugs, all of the things that we don't want to bog down in the podcast because we just like being dudes, dudes being dudes.
Dudes being dudes.
So, here we go. The 2-minute warning starts now. Hey, everybody, if you guys are looking for a gaming org to join, or a team or a community to be a part of, look no further than the Shaman Squad. Go to Witch Doctor GG at Twitter to go hang out. Apply now. Join the Shaman Squad today. Also, come hang out with me every weekday because Rachel works now on Wednesdays on stream. Also, the podcast is posted every single Thursday, so go check that out. We're coming back to the weeklies. I know we took off 2 weeks. It still stands. Also, finally, go to cinchgaming.com and use code SNIPES to get awesome controllers. I actually have mine plugged in from playing Fortnite. Let's go, baby. Love this. I love this, baby. Yep. Controller gang. Cinch Gaming. We love you. So, yeah, awesome. And if you guys are looking for a 60% keyboard, look no further than All Customs. I love mine. I got it last year, and I just deleted everything or something. What did I just do? I slammed I just moved up. I'm a bot. Yeah, I love my All Customs. I've had it for a year now, and it's absolutely amazing. Use code SNIPES there for 5% off on anything on the website, allcustoms.com. And Nick, hit me. You got like 50 seconds.
I tried to. This pen didn't work. I was gonna write an S on my controller, pretend it was a Cinch controller, but the pen wasn't.
Too bad Cinch starts with a C. That's crazy, dude.
Oh, wow. Listen, you know me. When we get to this 2-minute warning, I sit here and I just try to inspire the next generation. And listen, in life, we may encounter we will encounter many defeats, right? But you must not let those defeats defeat you. Okay, John. This is me reading.
Say it, Nick. Go ahead, say it.
Just because it doesn't matter how hard you get hit.
There it is.
And that's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Because that's how winning is done. Rocky Balboa, one of the greatest speeches of all time. And here, I got another quote up here. I need to find it. It's a Walt Disney quote. It just resonated with me pretty well. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
We love that. And that's everybody.
He was a terrible person, but that was a great quote.
Yeah. Great quote. Well, everybody, that was your 2-minute warning, and that was the podcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining us again this week. Next week, we'll see you guys next week, and we'll be talking about a lot of cool things. Obviously, we got some Disney Plus stuff to talk about next week.
Mm-hmm.
So pumped as hell for some Marvel. So
we'll
see you guys next week. This is your boy Snipes signing out. Nick.
Boy.